Have you ever wanted the power of ChatGPT for free? What if you could run it on your own computer completely offline and with total privacy? Well, OpenAI just made it possible as they've released two new open weight models. And remember, it's open weight, not open source. We'll get back to that, and you might even have a chance to win $500,000, so stick around. That's it for the intro. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm your automation sensei. Nothing fancy, just a lazy guy who's smart enough to get the things done through AI. Here we discuss latest AI breakthroughs and smart ways to put AI to work. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more AI content, and let's start with the video. So first things first, let's clear up the biggest point of confusion right now. Is this model truly open source? So the short answer is no, it's not. It's an open weight model. Well, think of it like an open source model is like getting the blueprint for Lamborghini. You can change every single component, modify the engine, and build a completely new car. But on the other hand, open weight model is like getting the finished Lamborghini for free. You can drive it, you can use it, and you can even customize its exterior, but you don't have the original blueprints to fundamentally change how the engine works. For us, this means we get to use powerful finished AI model, but we can't train it further or understand its secrets. However, you don't have to be concerned about your APIs or privacy, and that's something which I believe kind of evens the score. So let's understand the two open weight models. Well, OpenAI has released them in two sizes to fit your needs. First, the powerful GPT-OSS 120B. This one is designed to compete with the big dogs. It requires a single 80 GB GPU, making it perfect fit for high-end workstations and enterprise use. Then there's more accessible GPT-OSS 20B. This is the one you can truly run offline on consumer hardware. Well, it only needs 16 GB of memory, which means if you have a modern GPU from Nvidia or AMD, you can run it locally. But let's get to the most important question. Is GPT now free and offline? So while the model itself is free to download and use, but you are not getting exact ChatGPT model, and here's how. So GPT-OSS achieves near parity with OpenAI O4 mini and O3 mini on core reasoning benchmarks and most of the other parameters. So you may not be getting the latest ChatGPT version on your system, but you are getting a similar, somewhat less powerful ChatGPT that you can even run without Wi-Fi. While these aren't the exact same models as what powers the premium ChatGPT, you are technically getting an offline version that is on par with some of the other powerful versions as said by OpenAI and Sam Altman. And these models are filled with some other advanced features you might be interested in. One of the most interesting one I found is the one that's called Chain of Thought, which is basically a window into the model's thinking process. For developers, this is an invaluable for debugging and fine-tuning. So let's take an example. Assume you are building a math tutoring app and the model gives an incorrect answer to a complex problem. By looking at the chain of thought, you can see the exact step where the model made an error in its logic. You can then use that insight to correct its behavior with better fine-tuning data, making it a key for anyone building on top of these models. And speaking of building, OpenAI has a challenge for you. They have launched a $500,000 red teaming challenge inviting the world to try and find new safety vulnerabilities in these models. While I don't think it might be possible for most people, but who knows? You might just find a flaw and walk away with a huge prize. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Talking about how the industry is reacting to these open weight models, well, most of the peoples out there are praising OpenAI and the new model, but there is a different school of thought that's saying although it's fast, it is still far behind models like Qwen 3 and JLM 4.5 with high hallucinations, heavy censorship, and shitty creative writing. I believe this kind of competition is healthy for the industry and ensures that models only get better. But if you want a detailed review on how these models compare to the likes of Qwen 3 and JLM 4.5, let me know in the comments. And if you are also someone who is just as lazy as me and want automation hacks with AI, then consider subscribing to the channel, and see you in the next one.